Hi, it's Rob here from Progressive Property on the couch with Richard Lyndon. Richard, this is everyone.
Hello everyone.
And everyone, this is Richard. I'm really excited to be sat here with Richard because if you've watched any of the other videos, the On the Couch videos and all the progressive guys who've, really done well, Richard's done it slightly differently because he doesn't actually yet, and this is intentional, buy properties for himself. He trades them and he's building a property business. And I thought that'd be useful to get sort of a different angle. So before we do talk about the deals you package, Richard, just take us back pre-progressive and what were you doing? What was your old job? Tell us a bit about your old life and then why you wanted to make the jump.
Okay. Certainly, well, before progressive, I was a project manager, program manager in the mobile telecoms industry.
Yeah, I'm bored already. So,
so I was responsible for building all the masts.
Oh, right, wow.
For the networks. Yeah. And
good job, was it? Was it a good job?
Fantastic job.
Yeah.
Really good job.
Good salary?
Massive salary,
yeah.
Six-figure sort of type salary.
Okay.
A lot of stress.
Yeah.
Lot of work, late nights, etc.
Yeah.
Not really that enjoyable.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was okay.
I guess when the money's good, that's always...
Well, that's it, yeah. Great lifestyle.
Okay, so, because it's easy for a lot of people, not easy, but a lot of people without any money, want to make money. But I guess from your point of view, you're thinking, well, you had nothing to lose. I had a six-figure salary to lose. Yeah. So tell us about your thought process of making the jump to going full-time in property. Was it a big risk for you, or did you just go for it?
Oh, massive. Yeah, it was a massive risk. But, at that time, that job wasn't giving me what I wanted, and I come across progressive, went on the mastermind course, which pretty much reaffirmed what I knew about property.
Sure.
And it just gave me the confidence, and certainly that course was a bit of a turning point. And I vowed on that course that I'm going to jack my job in, and I'm just going to take 12 months off, and get into property full time.
Sure.
Completely immerse myself in training. So I've done lots of training, webinars, audio. Just completely, it's taken a year of
Sure. When I do the webinars and I see the panel, you're often on there, and that's great. And you think that's really helped?
Oh, absolutely, because it just gives you more confidence. And certainly from the recent weekend, things that were being said on stage, I'm already doing, and I'm already thinking, thinking ahead, and I can see that I'm making the right decisions and following the right track.
Okay, great. So you've jacked a six-figure salary job in.
Yep. Tell
us about how you met us and how we've been involved, how Progressive have been involved.
Okay. The first time I heard of Progressive was I bought your book, 44 Most Guarded Property Secrets.
Yeah.
And I read that, and there was 2 free tickets. And for a JV event in London. Yeah. And I thought, well, I'll go along. I've got nothing to lose. It was for 2 days. I only made the one day.
Yeah.
And so I went down to London, and I was quite impressed. There was probably about 600 people there, and massive room, big stage, and you sort of come out, and it was a little bit sort of salesy and American-y. And
sorry to interrupt this. Someone once said to me, "I'm the most English American they've ever met." I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but so you did feel it was, I suppose being a project manager, that kind of thing. You thought it was all a bit like, ooh.
Well, yeah, it was. I asked around a couple of people. I said, is this for real? Is this really going on? Can people really make money? Is this guy real? Because I was determined not to be had and spend any money.
I get that.
And anyway, within about 2 hours, I ran to the back and bought the mastermind course. Yeah. And because I thought, look, I need to jump into this. If I'm going to do it, I need to commit to it.
Sure.
And so I did. So I paid my money and signed up for a course the next month.
Sure. And have you since got a return on investment on what you paid for that course?
Yes.
So you've paid for it?
Yes.
Because that's the main thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Make it free. Yeah. Okay, great. And obviously you're in the VIP program. You wouldn't know here, but we're sat in one of the VIP rooms in our offices. And so let's fast forward a bit more to kind of how you're doing right now. So you package deals for people.
Yes.
So you buy them or take them, package them up and sell them for a fee.
Yes. Correct.
So just talk through a couple of deals and tell us what your packaging fee is and some revenue you brought in.
Okay, so we've so I met my business partner as well on
through Progressive.
Through Progressive.
Okay, great.
On the masterclass. So she's based in the northeast. I'm based in the south.
Right.
And essentially, working with Barbara, my partner, we identified deals either through estate agents, particularly in the northeast.
Yeah.
It's easy to do that because they're fairly cheap up there. Or we've just started to develop a pipeline up there of another sourcer.
Okay.
And I've got the investors, and that's how I manage it down south. So what we've done is we've sold or packaged 3 deals.
Great.
I think about 18% is the lowest sort of below market value, and 26 is the best one that we found.
Great.
And so essentially, we find the property, negotiate.
Yeah.
I put the marketing literature together.
Yeah.
We do all the due diligence. I put the marketing literature together, and I sell it out to my group of investors.
Right.
I've actually built within the last 6-7 months. I've built my network by about 600 people.
Wow.
That's just through networking. Either sort of property-related networks or business-related networks.
And why do you prefer packaging and selling for a fee as opposed to holding?
Okay, well that's what I want to do, but because I jacked my job in,
right?
Cash flow. I want cash flow.
So what, you're building cash to then be able to invest?
That's it. Well, I've got money to invest, but I could buy lots of houses. But if I did that, then I'd run out of money.
Sure.
And the idea was to try and create a business. So that's what we said we'd do from the outset. Is let's source.
Smart strategy.
Let's sell these on. We'll take the cream from the top.
So would you recommend that to someone, if they're not starting with any deposit, to package a few up to build deposits?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're charging between £3,000 and £4,000 for just a finder's fee. So that's generally about £1,000 as a reservation fee that we take, and then we get the remainder on completion.
Sure. And I guess, you can compare it because you've been in the project managing world, but I guess packaging a deal, for what you get, you're not a huge amount of work once you've systemised it.
No. So I've completely set up all my systems.
Yeah.
Pretty much I've developed a due diligence type spreadsheet. I only enter the information into once.
Yeah.
That then populates pretty much my financial sheet for my advert.
Yeah.
It populates my reservation fee form, populates all my other forms.
Yeah.
And it's dead easy and it's fairly quick. So it took a bit of time to develop that, and I'm still refining that.
Sure.
But essentially it's a system. If I have to do anything more than twice, then I try and systemise it, either use templates or forms.
Sure. Okay, great. Sounds great. Yeah. So what would you say has really helped you about Progressive?
Well, certainly for me, the reality of being in property, and for me is I'm working from home, in one of my bedrooms in the office. It's quite lonely. So I wanted to be part of the VIP because of the community. And that was kind of like the biggest thing.
Sure.
And also, there's these touch points at least once a month. The reality is I'm probably up here twice a month. But I'm meeting.
You should buy one here.
I should do, we'll move into one of the offices. But I just wanted to be part of that community, to meet like-minded people, understand, network, what's going on, what are they doing, and just generally, part of this information and up in my knowledge and education. And I've been on.
And I suppose if you met your business partner here as well, that's got to have been valuable.
Absolutely. And then the courses that I've been on are fantastic. The deal packaging, the lease option. So I've done quite a few courses, but what I wanted to do was really understand what is out there, and then start to focus and start to draw in and be much more sort of laser focused on one or two strategies.
Sure. And I think the key is, and this is for you watching, is get a return on investment on your money. So, of course we do trainings, but at the same time, come to the trainings with a view of getting that money back double or triple, and then all the trainings are free. And that's the great thing about deal packaging, is it's easy. This course is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I package one for 3,000. I only need one package deal to pay for all my courses. Then it's all free, and I'm left with all the knowledge. So what would you say to someone sitting on the fence, or in a situation like you where they're earning good money and they'd love to work for themselves, but earning good money it's difficult to lose, or the other end of the scale, haven't got any money? What would you say to those people?
Well,
you've been there.
You need to give it certainly need to give it a lot of consideration for what I did. Fortunately, I've obviously got savings and I'm living off a bit of that at the moment. But you need to get educated. That was. I've had a few sort of light bulb moments going through my journey, which is probably less than 12 months. And first of all, get educated. Try and meet people, like-minded people. Understand what they're doing and how they're doing it. And
do you find property community and progressive community giving and sharing?
Oh, hugely. It's really open.
It's weird coming from a corporate world, seeing how open everyone is, isn't it?
That's very true, actually. And certainly before, and that's probably one of the things I didn't like about the corporate world. It's all, all fairly closed.
Yeah, well, you're going for my job.
There's a lot of that. Whereas, there's a lot of, tips, secrets, and ideas that get shared. The forums are great as well.
Yeah, I think the key thing, and I think it's important to explain why here, because in property we're all in a different area, we're all in over the country, so we can share strategies knowing that we're helping each other. The reality is, if we live next door to each other and we're sourcing from the same estate agency, even us, we might be a bit more like that, but because everyone's from all over the country, I think that's the great thing about our industry.
No, absolutely. There's no real competition because everyone's doing something slightly different in a different location, and have got different strategies and at different points of the journey.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so to finish, one more thing, one more final tip. What would you say? No pressure or anything. A Richardism. What's going to be on your gravestone? Your famous quote.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just got to do it. I spent too long sort of sitting on the fence, looking, thinking, I ought to get into property. I probably wasted 5 years doing that.
Wow.
And it
look where you'd be now if you look back. Yeah.
Kids, it wasn't the right time. All those sort of excuses. First thing, just get yourself educated. Just pick up one book, read one book, find somebody to talk to about it, and just do it.
Great.
Yeah, just jump in.
Perfect. Richard, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.